Welcome to Canyonside Chats. I'm Victoria Steele. This is where every week we talk about what's going on here at the State Senate. And today, joining me is Senator Jamescita Peshlakai from Arizona Legislative District 7, and that covers Northeast Arizona, including the Navajo, Hopi, and Apache nations. And welcome, Senator Peshlakai.
Thank you, Senator Steele.
I understand that you have a lot of bills moving through the legislative session, and that's unfortunately kind of an unusual thing because most of us don't get that many bills moving, and you've got several moving.
Yeah, thank you, Senator Steele. I actually have 5 bills moving through the Senate right now.
Wow.
And my last one is going to be heard in the Education Committee today. So I'll just go through the bills. I have Senate Bill 1266, which passed out of the Higher Education and Workforce Development Committee unanimously, and it would appropriate $2 million for remedial education in fiscal year 2020 to the Governor's Office on Tribal Relations for distribution to Diné College Board of Regents. This bill is needed because there's many students that enroll into the Tribal Community College, which is Diné College on the Navajo Nation. And unfortunately, those students are not testing at the freshman 101 level in some of the core basic classes. So they have to take remedial ed for 1 semester, 2 semesters, even up to 4 semesters, which is a complete 2 years. And the community college is not reimbursed. They take that they take the cost of bringing up the public education students up to that level, and it costs them $1.3 million every year.
Wow.
It is.
That's
yeah,
a shame. That bill will address it. Thank you,
yes,
Senator Peshlakai.
Yes. And it's going to Appropriations Committee today. Next week, sorry.
Yay. Oh,
yeah.
Good luck with that. So understand you have another bill, Senate Bill 1268. What's that about?
That is correct. Senate Bill 1268 passed out of the Senate Finance Committee yesterday. 6 for, 3 against, and 1 that did not vote. This would increase the annual local sales tax revenues distributed to Navajo Technical University by $1 million each year. And that would start in fiscal year 2020 and end in fiscal year 2027. I introduced this bill because Navajo Technical University is the university that is on the Navajo Nation and tribally owned, and it was started. They have a distribution of $875,000 each year, and this is only to build a building for the classrooms. Right now, the university students on the Navajo Nation in the state of Arizona go to branch community, the classes at their branch campus, which is actually public school classrooms in Chinle.
Okay, so Senate Bill 1270, that's yours. It's also moving along.
Yes, 1270 is going to the Education Committee today in about an hour, and I'm very excited about that. It would authorize an annual transfer of up to $1 million from the lottery funds to go to 5 full-time employees for the Arizona Department of Education Office of Indian Education. And that is because we have possibly near 50,000 plus Native American students in the public education school system in the state of Arizona. And yet we only have 1 person that is running the Indian Office of Education programs. And they're,
she's wonderful.
yes, and she needs a lot of help. In comparison to other states with similar populations, this is totally inadequate, and our children need support and to be successful and go through the programs, through the school system.
You are so right. Finally, you have 2 joint resolutions that would rename 4 sections of highway in Northeast Arizona. Tell us about those.
Well, The Joint Resolution 1002 and 1003 would rename 5 portions of highways to honor our Native American veterans. The first is U.S. Route 89 between Utah and Flagstaff. That would be designated Native American Veterans Highway. And then the portion of the State Highway 264 that runs from Tuba City to Window Rock and the New Mexico state line, that would be renamed Native American Code Talkers Highway. Because it runs through 2 tribal reservations that each had code talkers during World War II, the portion on the Hopi Nation, Hopi Tribal Reservation, would be called Hopi Code Talkers Highway. And the portion on Navajo would be called Navajo Code Talkers Highway. And then the third one would be U.S. Route 160 between New Mexico and the junction of Highway 89 right west of Tuba City. That would be called Native American Women Veterans Highway. And that one I'm really proud of because it goes through the community of Tuba City and Moenkopi, which happens to be the home community of our very own Lori Paestiwa, who is the only Native American woman that has ever been died in combat. And so that's really a great honor to her and remembrance for her family. So, and then also finally is U.S. Route 66 between Seligman and Kingman. It's a portion of the old Route 66 that runs from Seligman up through Peach Springs and the Wallapai Tribal Reservation and then back down to Kingman. And that one we want to call Wallapai Veterans Highway. And that I've been working on the 4 designations for a few years now. And that's to honor the service and sacrifice of our Native American warriors.
You have been busy.
Busy.
And
yeah.
I'm glad to say, and you are a veteran as well.
Yeah, I served 8 years in the United States Army, and I'm a veteran of the Persian Gulf War, and I'm really glad to be sponsoring these SJRs.
So what's next for your bills?
Well, hopefully they proceed to the floor vote here in the Senate and start the committee process again across the lawn over at the House of Representatives.
What can the viewers do to support you and your bills?
They can sign into our Request to Speak system and in there state their support of the bills, and they can call their Senate leaders, their House representatives, and insist that they keep supporting the bills moving and signed into law.
All right. Thank you, Senator Peshlakai, for joining us on Canyonside Chat today. We like our Canyonside view.
Yeah.
Thank you, and good luck on all of your
Thank
bills.
you.
And thank you for joining us on Canyonside Chat. We'll be back next week.